Hello, students. Welcome back to your geography class. I hope you have done the activity we did last class, and today is quiz. So let's see if you are able to identify the forest with the work that you all did last class. Keep the table in front of you so that you can identify the forest easily. All right, here we go. These are the 5 types of vegetation: tropical evergreen forests, tropical deciduous forests, tropical thorn forest and scrubs. It should be shrubs, I'm sorry. Tropical thorn and shrub forest, montane forest, and mangrove forest. So now I'm going to start showing you some images, and I want you all to write down the answers in your notebooks, and later on, you all will self check. Okay, let's begin. Which forest do you think this is? Please write it down in your notebooks. Number one and the answer. All right, next one. Which forest is this? I want you all to write it down in your notebooks. Number two and the answer. All right, next one. Moving further, this is the third. This is the fourth. And this is the fifth. Okay, I'm hoping you all have got all correct answers. I want you all to pat yourselves on the back if you all have it correct. Let me tell you all the answers now. This is the mangrove forest. These are the tropical deciduous or monsoon forests. This is the tropical thorn forest and scrubs. This is the evergreen forests or the tropical rainforest. Mangroves are also tidal forests, and this is the final montane forest. So now we will start with understanding what you all wrote last class on your own after your observations. Let's discuss the forests. Tropical evergreen forest. These forests are restricted to heavy rainfall areas. In India, they are found in the Western Ghats and also the island groups of Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar, and the upper parts of Assam and Tamil Nadu coast. Rainfall expectation is about 200 centimeters with a very short dry season. Average height of the trees over here is 60 meters or even above. Region is warm and wet throughout the year. No definite time for trees to shed their leaves as such, but these forests, they appear to be green all year round. The trees found in these forests are the ebony, mahogany, rosewood, rubber, and sinsoa. Animals found are the elephants, monkeys, lemur and deer, one-horned rhinoceros, and plenty of birds, bats, sloths, scorpions, and snails are also found in these forests. These are evergreen forests. They are normally found in the areas which receive more than 200 centimeters of rainfall. And they always have a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. The trees are evergreen, and these conditions are found in some parts of Western Ghats and also are island groups and some upper parts of Assam and Tamil Nadu. They are also found on the lower slopes of Himalayas and on the Jaintia, Garo and Khasi hills. Heavy rainfall is experienced during the rainy season, and so the soil retains its moisture during the short dry season. These forests, they have luxuriant vegetation, and the trees are mostly of hardwood type, and they reach heights of 60 meters or even more. At the ground level, we find shrubs, creepers, epiphytes, bamboos, and ferns. These trees, they have broad leaves so that it can help the tree give out all the extra moisture. These trees also do not have any definite times to shed their leaves. They are commercially important and useful trees of these forests. Some of them are rosewood, mahogany, ebony, and bamboos. These forests, they are very, very dense, and because of that, commercial exploitation becomes very difficult. Some hardwood trees like rosewood and ebony are very useful in making high quality furniture. Okay, so these are the evergreen forests. Next is the tropical deciduous forest or monsoon forest. So these are also known as monsoon forests. They are found over large parts of India where the annual rainfall is between 200 and 700 centimeters. The trees of these forests, they shed their leaves for about 6 to 8 weeks in a year during the summer season. These forests are divided into moist and deciduous forest due to the availability of water. The rainfall received by the dense deciduous forest are between 100 to 200 centimeters. Annual rainfall is 200 to 700 centimeters. They are found in the eastern parts of the country, northwestern states along the foothills of Himalayas, Odisha, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and also the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats. Teak is the most important tree, whereas sandalwood, sal, bamboos, shisham, and mulberry are also the commercially important trees found in these forests. So these are normally divided into moist and dry deciduous. Okay. Next one is, okay, so now we'll look at the difference between moist deciduous and dry deciduous. Moist deciduous receives rainfall between 200 and 100 centimeters, and dry deciduous forest receives rainfall between 100 and 70 centimeters. Moist deciduous forests are found along the foothills of Himalayas, Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, and the eastern slopes of Western Ghats, whereas the dry deciduous forests are found in the rainier part of the Peninsula Plateau and the plains of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. In the moist deciduous forest, teak is the most dominant species of the forest. Bamboo, sal, shisham, sandalwood, kher, kusum, arjun, and mulberry are also some other commercially important species. And the dry deciduous forest, they are open stretches in which teak, sal, peepal, and neem grow. Common elements in both of them are lion, tiger, pig, deer, and elephant. Birds are birds, lizards, snakes, and tortoise are also found here. Now we'll talk about the tropical thorn forest and scrubs. This region receives rainfall of less than 100 centimeters. The region consists thorny bushes, scrubs, short trees like acacia, and to survive in the dry region, these trees, they have spring or waxy leaves. Acacia, palms, euphorbias, and cacti. These are the main plants. These trees, they get moisture from the soil through their long roots, and to minimize the evaporation, the leaves of the trees are thick and small, and the stems are very thick to conserve the water. This type of vegetation is found in the northwestern parts of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Haryana. The common animals are rats, mice, lions, wild ass, horses, and camel. So the rainfalls, these forests, they receive rainfalls less than 70 centimeters. They consist of thorny trees and bushes. They are found in semi-arid areas of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Uttar Pradesh. Main plants are acacias, palms, euphorbias, and cacti. Trees are scattered and the trees have long roots. The stems are succulent to conserve water, and leaves are mostly thick and small to minimize the evaporation. Next forest we will learn about is the montane forest. Himalayas and the higher hills of northeastern and peninsular India have montane vegetation. Here, the vegetation varies with altitude. When the temperature decreases and the altitude increases, it leads to corresponding change in the natural vegetation. So, the vegetation changes according to the height. So, between the height of rainfall, if 1,000 to 2,000 meters, we find evergreen broadleaf trees like oaks and chestnuts. Between 1,500 to 3,000 meters, temperate forests containing coniferous trees like pine, deodar, silver fir, spruce, and cedar are found. These forests are also found on the southern slopes of Himalayas and northeast India. About 3,600 alpine vegetation can be found. Silver fir, junipers, pines, and birches are the common trees of these forests. They get stunted progressively as they approach the snow line. Finally, they merge into the alpine grassland. These forests were mainly used by the cattle grazing tribes. Mosses and lichens are a part of the tundra vegetation. The common animals found in these forests are Kashmir stag, wild sheep, jackrabbit, red panda, sheep and goats with thick hair. So, on these forests, we find different types of vegetation with increase in altitude. In the wet temperature, we find the type of forest we find between the height of 1,000 and 2,000 meters are the evergreen broadleaf trees like oaks, chestnuts, etc. I like this drawing which is there. I want you all to copy this drawing in your notebook. It's a very interesting drawing which teaches you very well, especially about how the stunted progress is shown and how they approach the snow line, and finally they merge into the alpine grasslands. So I would really like you to draw this small diagram. Okay, we're going to the next forest now. So mosses and lichens, they are a part of the tundra vegetation. Okay, you must remember that. Mangrove forests. The most noticeable visual characteristic of this vegetation type is the flooding by the sea during the high tide And this is a very regular feature, like I showed you in my first picture, which was the mangrove forest. These forests, they have saline soils of muds. The trees are adapted to extreme conditions of salinity. Therefore, the species are very few. The Sundari trees of the Sundarbans of Ganga Delta is the most famous tree of this vegetation. The mangrove is another species. The roots of the plants are submerged in water and their wood is hard and durable, which is used for boat building and fuel. Tidal forests are also found in West Bengal, coastal areas of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Kerala, and Goa. So, these are found in areas of coasts influenced by tides. The roots of the plants are submerged underwater. They are found in the Ganga, the Mahanadi, the Krishna, the Godavari, and the Kaveri deltas. In the Ganga Brahmaputra delta, Sundari tree is found, which provides durable hard timber. Palm, coconut, kiora, agar, etc. also grow in some parts of the delta. Royal Bengal tiger is the famous animal of these forests, but you also find turtles, crocodiles, gharials, and snakes. Now we come to the last forest. Okay, just give me a minute. The slide seems to be lost. Okay, this was the last forest. I'm sorry, but I want to talk to you all about the alpine and the tundra vegetation. So, at altitudes about 3,600 meter, there is a transition to the alpine vegetation and grasslands. The wet temperature type of forest is found in the altitudes between 1,000 to 2,000 meters, and the trees found here are oak, chestnut, etc. Temperate coniferous trees are found at a height of 1,500 to 3,000 meters. And the important species of the trees found at this altitude are pine, deodar, silver fir, spruce, and cedar. At higher altitudes, the grasslands are found. And in regions about 3,600 meters, the alpine vegetation is seen. The tree species found here are the silver fir, junipers, pines, and birches. These are used by the nomadic herders for grazing purposes. However, the trees get progressively stunted as the snow line is reached. Snow line is the height above which there is a permanent cover of ice and snow. Below the snow line, alpine grasslands cover the area. Nomadic herders roam in these grasslands with their herds of cattle and sheep. Okay, so this is the alpine and the tundra vegetation. Okay, so with this, children, this is the last part of this for today. I want you all to look at this image. This shows the kind of forests in India. And next class, my first question to you is going to be, how many types of forests are found in India? And I want all of you to have this answer with you all. Okay. So with these children, I'm ending this class today. Stay home, stay safe, take care, keep learning. Thank you.